So basically, for me, customer success, it's something like marketing consultant. So basically, we need to, to train our customer success people to become growth marketers.
Do you want to impact the world and still turn a profit? Then you're in the right place. Welcome to Growth Everywhere. This is the show where you'll find real conversations with real entrepreneurs. They'll share everything from their biggest struggle to the exact strategies they use on a daily basis. So if you're ready for a value-packed interview, listen on. Here's your host, Eric Siu.
Before we jump into today's interview, if you guys could leave a review and a rating and also subscribe as well, that would be a huge help to the podcast. So if you actually enjoy the content and you'd like to hear more of it, please support us by leaving us a review and subscribe to the podcast as well. Thanks so much. All right, everybody. Today we have Savvas Zortikis, who's the co-founder and CEO of Viral Loops, which is a venture-backed viral and referral marketing platform. Savvas, how's it going?
Hi, Eric. I'm so excited to be here. Can't wait for our discussion today.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So, by the way, everyone, Savvas he's doing this at 9 p.m. in Greece right now. So, Savvas, appreciate that. Thanks for giving everyone this great content. So, tell us a little bit about kind of who you are and what you do, man.
Yeah, so I'm in the marketing industry for the last 6 years. I started from the marketing automation industry, exactly. So, I used to work for large corporates and retailers, mainly in Europe, London, Scandinavia, French-speaking countries, for companies like BMW, Mercedes, and other retailers. And then I decided to start my first growth marketing agency 3 years ago. So I left my job, I started the agency, and then I decided to run my first tech startup. So this is how I started Viral Loops 2 years ago, actually.
Got it. Cool. And so are you doing the agency and Viral Loops right now?
No. So we started the agency with my co-founder, Theo. And then Viral Loops started as an in-house project in GrowthWorks. So in the beginning, an engineer and I were doing all the, everything from developing the product, from getting the first customers. And basically we wanted to have a proof of concept that this thing can work and can generate revenue. And then, we spinned off the company. I left the agency, at least my operational role. So currently I'm focusing 100% on, Viral Loops.
Got it. Okay, cool. And so what is Viral Loops?
Yeah, so that's a nice question. So, we're basically a referral marketing platform, but the reason we started it and what we're trying to do is that we want to make word of mouth and referrals work for small and medium-sized businesses. So, when I was in the agency, we were taking a lot of clients, and we were building viral marketing campaigns, pre-launch campaigns. But every time it was different, because an e-commerce store that is just starting out is not Dropbox, right? So if they just put a referral program that gives you an incentive to invite a friend and get a discount, then it doesn't mean that you will grow exponentially. So we had to find different concepts for different industries, for different stages, and all of this stuff. So we decided that, okay, guys, we need a platform, to do that. So we were using, some of our competitors right now, but most of them, what they offer is basically the tool to make the attribution, the widgets, and everything, but they don't help you with the concept. So you don't know actually what it can work for your business. So we started Viral Loops with a template-based platform with referral marketing campaigns inspired by Dropbox, by Airbnb, by e-commerce brands like Harry's or Guild. And this is what we're doing right now. It's a template-based platform, depending on your needs, on your objective, and helps you actually get customers from word of mouth and referrals.
Got it. Okay, so you guys are so those of you that know the Dropbox referral system or any referral system at all, you guys help people build referral systems.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay. What's like a case study that you can share where someone used Viral Loops and really had success?
I think we have quite a few. One of my favorites, which is also public on our blog, is with Growth Tribe. So Growth Tribe is a growth marketing academy in Europe. And a few months ago, they organized one of the biggest online growth marketing conferences. And they decided to run the registration campaign using a milestone campaign. So, and just to explain you very quickly what is a milestone campaign is, basically, the more friends you invite, the better perks you unlock. So instead of just giving one a reward, we give multiple rewards based on the number of friends you invite. So if you invite, for example, 5 friends, you get a PDF guide with the best growth marketing tools. If you get 15 friends, you get another reward, like, for example, a discount for the event, or more growth hacking tools or discounts on growth marketing tools. And if you invite more and more friends, you can even get a free course or something totally for free, even a consultation, for example. So they did that. They had around 5 to 6 milestones. And the flow was that when somebody was registering to the campaign, to the event actually, he was asked to invite more friends in order to get these rewards. And they managed to get quite a few thousands of emails, and around 35 to 40% of them came from invites. So imagine that, if you get, 100,000 emails, you can get 30 or 40,000 emails more, which is quite a good number, and the ROI is great.
So just to back up, so it sounds like the result was you guys ran this contest and they collected 50,000 emails. Is that the result?
They got around 30,000 registrations, and around the 35 to 40% came from invites.
Wow. Okay, got it.
In 2 weeks, in 2 weeks time, in 2-3 weeks time, if I can recall.
So you guys helped drive like you say 30 to 40%. So is that 12,000 driven by viral loops?
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay, great. Do you know how much they spent on that campaign?
No, but what they did as the main marketing channel is that they got other companies to partner for the conference. So they had companies like Typeform, like Hotjar, and they leveraged this audience. So these companies, sent out email newsletters, they promote it on their blog. So I don't believe that they spend any money on paid advertising.
Wonderful. Okay. So how do you guys make money?
Yeah, so we are a SaaS business. We're not premium. So basically, if you want to use us, you have a 14-day trial, and then we charge you based on the number of people that join your campaign, starting for $49 per month.
Wonderful. Okay. And what kind of numbers can you reveal around the business? Revenues, growth rates, customers, things like that?
Yeah. Currently, we're hitting product market fit. So we're really close to 40,000 MRR. Our growth rate for the last, I think, 6 to 8 months, we're around 25 to 30% month over month. But before that, it was, we were struggling a lot. So we had a lot of ups and downs. I can share with you, more about it, because it's really interesting, I think, before you get to product market fit. So these are numbers right now. And in terms of leads, we're getting around 1,500 to 2,000 leads per month.
Wonderful. And where are all those leads coming from?
Yeah, so we don't have a direct source. So we don't do any paid advertising. We just spend, a few money on retargeting. But most of our leads come from content marketing, organic. So we write a lot of blog posts, and we have also quite a few side projects that we drive links to our main website. Got it.
Okay, great. So 40,000 MRR, and you guys are charging about $49 a month. Is that about 800 customers, paying customers right now?
We have less, because the average, the price starts from $49, but normally a customer pays us around $100.
Got it. Okay, great. And so how did you go about acquiring, let's just say, the first 100 or 150 customers?
Yeah, that's really interesting. And I think this is, at least for us, it was maybe the most difficult part. So just to tell you very quickly about our story, we started building the product on February 2015 and 16, I'm sorry. And for the first 6 months, we're in private beta. So we didn't do any marketing. So we were just building the product, and we were trying to get the first customers just to try it out. And then when we launched, it was a disaster. So basically, the product, it was good, but we had a lot of issues. We didn't have a clear path about where we want to go. And we were trying, everything around marketing. So I think one of the main mistakes, it was that we were trying all of the channels at once. So we were trying a bit of paid advertising, a bit of content marketing, a bit of outbound, a bit of everything. And nothing actually, was working. So what we did is that we were a small team, 5 people back then. So we decided to go just for one channel. So we did outbound for 2 months. Again, it was a disaster, but we were really focused. We tried to nail it, but, we just saw that it's not for us and it doesn't work for us. So at least we knew that something, that we should not try something at all, at least for the next year. And then we started writing content aggressively. We did a lot of launches on Product Hunt, which I believe is one of the main channels that we nailed. And a really good story with that is that we still take customers from Product Hunt. And a really nice success was that when Product Hunt came back to us and they became our customer. So they saw all the launches, they saw our product. We got a lot of new eyeballs on our product, and then we got some big customers like Product Hunt, for example. So for the first 100 customers came purely from content marketing, organic search, Product Hunt, and another tactic that still works for us really well is that we give our product for free to marketers that have an audience and want to run campaigns with us. So they run their campaigns, they get value from our product, and they spread the word about it. So this is how we took our first 100 customers.
Interesting. I think you gave me a copy, right? I haven't had a chance to mess with it yet. I need to mess with it so then I can actually endorse it more on the other podcast.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think we've talked a few months ago about it, right? We were in Atlanta, if I can recall, right?
Yep.
Great.
100%. Yeah, I think that's super smart though, because Neil and I actually we get a lot of these tools on our hands, and we actually end up talking about them a lot when we like them. And I think just to I remember I spoke with the VP of Growth at Drift, G. He was just saying he gets a lot of tools for free, and he just likes endorsing all these new things. So I'm kind of the same way. But anyway, so you talked about kind of a lot of the problems that you were going through while you're growing this business in terms of trying to reach product market fit and everything. I guess, what are some of the struggles you faced, and what did you learn from these lessons? Yeah,
I think the first one is that, as I just mentioned, we were trying a lot of things, because you read a lot of things on the web and you get overwhelmed, but you can try all of these things. And, I'm a growth marketer, so I want to hack our growth, and grow really, really fast, but also sustainably. But there is no silver bullet, right? So it took us almost 1.5 years to start getting real numbers and start growing, which for a lot of people, it may sound like it's too, it's time, right? Normally we should have grown faster. But I think one of the main struggles was that we didn't have a single acquisition channel that worked for us. That's the one. But I think that now, we found a way. And how we did that is that we started focusing really aggressively on each channel. And I think especially when you're a small team, you should focus maybe on a monthly basis or something, on one step of the funnel. So this is what we did. We focused a lot on the acquisition part. We go to 500 leads, 700 leads per month. And then we started working on activation, for example, because in the beginning we were trying to do everything at once. Yeah, so that's the one thing. So your tip is
what I'm hearing is your tip is to really focus in instead of kind of doing what you guys did, which is trying to do too many things at once.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe actually I would also suggest to focus at one step of the funnel. So, for example, you may say that till I get to 500 or 1,000 leads, I don't focus, for example, on retention because it doesn't make sense, right? Because especially if you are like us, that we get customers, small businesses, medium businesses, churn may be quite high. Because, for example, a business may shut down, and we cannot do a lot of about it, right? Or if a customer is just starting out and they have no traffic, maybe the campaign won't work. And again, we can do a lot of things. They need to drive some traffic there. So, first, I think that you should work on top of funnel. And it's something that we didn't do very aggressively. So we were focusing a lot on retention and activation without, a meaningful volume of customers. I think that was a mistake for us. And then when we did it upside down, it started to work.
So before we go any further, I just wanted to tell you about a problem that entrepreneurs have been coming to me with. They don't know what they need to do next to grow their business, or they don't have the right resources to execute on marketing needs. Oftentimes, they don't have a marketing strategy, or they don't know who or what to hire for. If this sounds like something that you've been dealing with, I have a solution for you. Single Grain is a growth marketing agency ran by yours truly that has worked with venture-backed startups to Fortune 500 companies to help solve their marketing issues. Our strong points are in SEO and paid advertising, and if you need help in other areas, we're always happy to tap into our network of highly vetted vendors that we can even help manage for you. So there's no need to stress yourself out trying to find the right people for the job, because we've got you covered. So if you're interested in this, just go to growtheverywhere.com/help to get more information. Once again, that's growtheverywhere.com/help. Cool. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And I also think about, it just depends on kind of who you're targeting to in your pricing, because your pricing is open up to a lot of people versus, the SaaS product that we have, it's really closed down to focused on larger websites. So the churn will probably be lower. So in our case, we're really focused on onboarding initially. So I think just based on these two stories, my take on this is basically it just depends for your business, but I do agree with the concept of focusing. I think a lot of people die because they try to do too many things at once, and you guys got away from it, so it saved you.
Yeah. Another mistake that we did is that we didn't take very seriously early on customer success. So we're a heavy product SaaS business. And what I mean by that is that, for example, there are products that you can just create an account. You can make, you can set some things up and then it works. For example, if you have a hiring platform and you want to manage applicants, you just create an account, you write, let's say, a job application, and then you post it to some boards. But in our case, you need to create a campaign, you need to install it on your website, you need to connect with our API, you need to test it out. There's a lot of things on the onboarding side and also on the success side. And in the beginning, I was doing customer success, but not, the right way. And we were just doing support, basically. So we weren't proactive. And we saw that when we started, when we got on board a customer success person, numbers started taking off. And also not just the customer, not just the numbers, but also how much satisfied our customers are. So, and this is one of the main drivers of word of mouth.
And what were your customer success people? What were they doing for them exactly, your customers?
Yeah. So we're a marketing platform, helping other companies get more traffic, get more sales. So basically, for me, customer success, it's something like marketing consultant. So basically, we need to, to train our customer success people to become growth marketers, because they need to, to make sure that you chose the right template, right campaign template, that you set up, let's say, your copywriting as good as it should be. The images can convert, in a good way, and all of this stuff. So basically, we give, some marketing consulting.
Got it. Okay. Makes total sense. Okay. Great. Yeah. So a couple more questions for you as we work towards wrapping up here. What is one new tool, not Viral Loops, but what's one new tool that you've added in the last year that has added a lot of value for you?
Nice question. So yeah, we're testing a lot of tools, but, I think that Segment and Intercom are maybe the two tools that we heavily use, and especially Segment. I think it's it solves a lot of problems, basically because we don't want to waste the time of our engineers to test out new tools, new marketing tools, to set up new analytics and all of this stuff. So it's really good that we have a platform that we can, just switch off or switch on a tool to play around and see if it makes sense for us.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, we use Intercom a ton for onboarding right now and just, also retention too. So I love that. What is one book that you recommend to everyone?
Okay. Okay. So I think the hard thing about hard things can be really helpful, especially if you're starting a business. Because, for example, the first time that, when I started my first business, I was thinking that everything was too difficult and, everything goes really, really bad. But when I read this book, I told to myself that, okay, there are people that have to face more difficult situations. And also I took a lot of, life lessons on how to approach and how actually to approach my company and my lifestyle actually.
Cool. I love it. Well, Savvas, also one more thing. I mean, I'm sure you read a lot of stuff on growth, a lot of stuff on entrepreneurships. Are there any blogs or publications that you tune into every day or even podcasts?
Yeah, so I won't say your podcast because it's not fair for the others. Yeah. So lately I listen to Rich Roll's podcast, which is not, about marketing directly, but he invites a lot of successful people like Tim Ferriss, like James Altucher, and they share a lot of things and a lot of life lessons that's really interesting to me. And also about blogs, I don't read a lot lately because I try to spend my time on writing content, but I really like Hiten Shah's newsletter that he has the best content around there about SaaS businesses.
Love it.
So I read this newsletter a lot, yeah.
Cool. Awesome, man. We'll put all those in the show notes, but Savvas, this has been fantastic. What's the best way for people to find you online?
Great. So yeah, I write a lot of on LinkedIn, so just type my name, Savvas Zortikis. I also write a lot of things on our blog, so it's on the Virals blog, and currently I'm preparing to share a lot of life lessons and marketing stuff on my Instagram. So you can also find me there. My handle is Lobbyboy, LOBBBY boy.
Awesome. Savvas, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Growth Everywhere. If you loved what you heard, be sure to head back to growtheverywhere.com for today's show notes and a ton of additional resources. But before you go, hit the subscribe button to avoid missing out on next week's value-packed interview. Enjoy the rest of your week, and remember to take action and continue growing.